Today we will derive Avogadro's law and Graham's law of diffusion from the kinetic gas equation. We know that from Avogadro's law, at constant temperature and pressure, the volume of the given gas is directly proportional to number of moles of gases. For derivation of Avogadro's law from kinetic theory of gases, we consider two gases having equal volume at the pressure at given pressure and temperature. Now, if we consider for first gas or one gas, the moles of gases is given by N1 and mole number of mass of gas of first gas is M1. For second gas, respectively, it is N2 and M2, and their respective root mean square velocity for the first gas is C1 and for second is C2. Now, considering these conditions and applying in the kinetic theory or according to the kinetic theory, the derived equation, equation, PV, we know that PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. Therefore, for first gas, for the one gas, it will be P1 is equal to 1 by 3 m1 n1 c1 square. And for the second gas, it will be PV is equal to 1 by 3 m2 n2 c2 square. Since the temperature of two gases is the same, the average kinetic energy per molecule will be same. So, kinetic energy of first gas is equal to the kinetic energy of the second gas. Applying this condition, we get the equation number 2.10. And from the above two equation, we will get the left hand side of the equation are equal to each other. So we can write 1 by 3 m1 n1 c1 square is equal to 1 by 3 m2 n2 c2 square. Now dividing equation 2.11 by 2.10, we get the number of moles of gases and they are equal to each other. Thus, the number of moles of gases under the above conditions is same, and this satisfies the Avogadro's law. So now we can say that the experimental value is satisfactorily explained by the kinetic theory of gas. It follows from the Avogadro's law that the molar volume, that is, the volume occupied by 1 mole of each substance in the gaseous state, is numerically equal to 22.4 liters at NTP, and the gases with equal volume will contain the equal number of molecules. For 1 mole, the Avogadro's number is 6.02 into 10 raised to the power of 3 per mole. When the number of molecules are divided by Avogadro's number, it gives the number of mole N of the substance. Now, Graham's law of diffusion. We know that according to Graham's law of diffusion, rate of the diffusion is inversely proportional to its square root of density. Now, again, starting from the kinetic gas equation, we know that pressure into volume is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square divided by 3. On rearranging this equation, we will get C square is equal to 3PV upon Mn, and we know that density of the gas is equal to the total mass divided by its volume. Equating these values, we will get the equation C square is equal to thrice into pressure divided by its density. Now, taking the square root, we will get the value of root mean square velocity. This is equal to under root of 3p upon density. If C1 and C2 are the root mean square velocity of two gases, 1 and 2 respectively, their densities will be D1 and D2 at the same pressure and temperature. On applying these conditions, we will get these two equations, 2.14 and 2.15, that is C1 is equal to under root 3p upon D1 for first gas, and root mean square velocity for second is equal to under root of 3p upon D2. Now dividing these two equations, C1 upon C2 is equal to the under root of density of D2 upon D1. Since the rate of diffusion of gases is proportional to the root mean square velocity, hence we can write C1 is equal to rate 1 and C2 is equal to the rate of diffusion of the second gas, and we will get the equation. And by substituting the value of C1 and C2 in equation 2.15, we will get R1 upon R2 is equal to under root D1 upon D2. So this is Graham's law of diffusion. Today we derived Graham's law of diffusion and Avogadro's law. In the next lecture, we will discuss the Maxwell's generalization. Thank you. This is all for today.